What is going on, guys? This is All Gaming with my review of Tokyo Ravens episode 5. In this episode, it was touching, and of course, it was pretty funny. So first we have Kyoko. She had this random flashback about her meeting Natsume, and they made a promise to each other. But sadly, when she meets Natsume in the school now, not only did Natsume forget about the promise, but she also forgot about Kyoko. So sadly, the promise is not going to be fulfilled because Natsume forgot about it. So during, Haruto and Kyoko's fight, I thought it was going to be, a lot longer. It's going to be a serious fight, but it was cut short because we have Kyoko's familiar, which has completely destroyed Haruto's weapon, and the teacher called the fight off. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, that right there was kind of disappointing because I was looking forward to a real fight because I wanted to see, what these characters can really do. But after the fight, something, rather amazing happened. Rather than people thinking Haruto, was a loser or, a weakling, people actually like him more and they wanted to become his friend because he actually, stood up to Kyoko and he fought her rather than, just running away. So he was like gaining all of these friends really quickly, and Natsume was like kind of getting jealous. And then you have Toji, and I love this guy. Toji really is becoming my favorite character in this anime. But he was like instigating, and he was kind of like, kind of building on Natsume's emotions. And then we have this one random guy in the class. Now I'm pretty sure they didn't say his name in the episode, but this guy has a problem with Haruto. He doesn't like him, but you can see that he like slowly coming around because Haruto kind of has this effect where he can basically, influence somebody and make them, friendly, because we saw it happen with this guy, and it kind of happened with Kyoko. So Kyoko, who Toji also talked to, she actually took Haruto a lot like a jar or something. I'm not sure what it was because they didn't really say. But apparently, Kyoko is a branch of Haruto and Natsume's family, so they're related. And I had no idea it was going to be like that because that right there, to me, it was kind of random. I'm hoping, they will go into more depth and explain, how these two families are related, because even though she's like a branch family, it would still make more sense if they could explain it more. So Natsume appears, and like her emotions are still kind of high because she's like really going off on Haruto. I mean, like really, she's like set off right now. And then she had this tear coming down her eye, so of course she's upset because she's like so jealous of Haruto because he's making all these friends where she had been alone and suffering so much by herself. She can't help but feel this way. So while Haruto, going to comfort her, out of nowhere the walls start breaking, and I had no idea what to expect. And out of nowhere, just like black mist consumes Natsume, and then we see Tenma. He actually had a staff that he about to give to Haruto because the teacher made it for him. Now I'm hoping that Haruto actually gets that sword again rather than a staff, or maybe this staff will be able to change form somehow, because that sword was able to do so. So why not this staff having that same ability? But now they have to rescue Natsume because she was being interrogated by this magical bureau guy because of what happened to her, about how one of these Yakou followers, they are like so obsessed with her because she is his reincarnation of him. And this anime still drives me crazy with how nobody can tell that Natsume is really a girl. I mean, it's so obvious, and yet people still confuse her with a boy. It like drives me crazy, like you all have no idea, because it's obvious she's a girl. So like it's crazy that they can't figure that out. So now they have to go save her, and we just see this guy in true colors, and he's freaking insane. But of course, it's not before long where Haruto and his friends, they all arrive, And Harutora actually gave off this like very touching speech about how Natsume shouldn't be, shouldering all the stuff alone, and how she should rely on them because they are her friends and they're gonna, be there for her no matter what. So this guy kind of loses it, and he like summoned this demon, and it did look pretty cool. Like, even though it only had one arm, it was a pretty cool looking demon, so I did like that a lot. And their fight, I did want to see more from like Harutora, because even though he made like a barrier, I wanted to see more offensive abilities rather than so much defensive. Because if you have a defensive familiar, oh yeah, and also people in their class were like loving Cone. They were going crazy over her. They were like flipping out. Like all the girls should like fell in love with her. By the way, like if Cone is his defensive familiar, then this guy really needs some offensive ability. So that way they could be like a perfect duo together, and they could like really protect Natsume. But they did handle that demon. It was cool to see Yakou familiars again. Tenma is like really good with talismans, and sadly we have not really seen what like Toji can do yet power wise. But after all was said and done, that demon, it was consumed by Hokuto, which I freaking love. I love that dragon familiar of Natsume. It's pretty epic. Every time I see it, I get pretty hyped up. I'm not gonna lie. And Hokuto actually bit off that demon's head, and that right there was pretty epic. Like Hokuto is one epic demon I love in this series. And then Toji picked up the talisman that was left behind, and apparently it was fake. Now I'm not sure if that was true or not, because I'm pretty sure that right there was like the real deal. But if they said it's fake, I don't have proof to deny that, so I can't really say so. But it was just kind of weird that it was a fake, even though it had like so much potential and power. So now that Yakou follower is trying to escape, I'm pretty sure that he's gonna get captured, or maybe our heroes will like capture him. And then Natsume is actually moving into the boys' dorm right next to Harutora. And apparently, they haven't seen her for a while, because she didn't come by when he all did to see Harutora, because after that fight he passed out for 4 days. So it's clear that his magical power is at an all-time low, and he has to work on that. But once they had saw him and Natsume moving in, there was like some black figure, yeah, because it had like no real body. It was like a black shadow figure. It was helping Natsume move in. And then we had this like one scene with Kokuto and Harutora, where she actually admits that she's in love with Natsume, which is weird because Natsume is really a girl, like as we all know. But it seems that Koyoko, she is the one that had forgotten their promise, because it's more like she made that promise with Harutora rather than Natsume. Like maybe she got them confused. Like maybe it's because Harutora is the real guy here. Like she's the one that she made that promise with. So they like really gotta explain that, because I want to know the truth. Because I definitely see like maybe Koyoko will fall for Toji instead, because Harutora and Natsume, it's obvious they have feeling for each other, because when Natsume was like using her Hokuto familiar, in human form, it was obvious they had feelings for each other, and this family, have such strange traditions. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be that weird for those two, to love each other. But like I said, this episode, it was pretty amazing. Like, it was touching. It had some pretty cool fight scenes. And like always, the animation is pretty darn good. So I definitely like that a lot. But as always, guys, don't forget to like the video and subscribe, because that really helps me out. But as always, you guys take it easy. I'll see you all next time.